So hey, SNA fans, sorry about that. I must have over with my time limit on my streaming on my first video, but I'm back here with the SmackDown review video, and I'm just here to finish off talking about what exactly went down on Friday Night SmackDown. But yeah, and that was the end of the show, which we had Bianca Belair taking on not Jade Cargill, what's her name, Dakota Kai. We had Bianca Belair versus Dakota Kai, which we must have saw these women fought at least 100 times. I mean, I could be figuratively speaking, but yeah, it could have been fighting like no matter if it's house shows and matches on screen. I bet they couldn't beat. They have nothing on this match, like, and it's not because it was in the main event. It's just that it just felt like a match that we could see these two fighting each other like in a pay-per-view one day. Like whether if it's for a championship, like out of the WWE Women's Championship or the Women's World Championship, or even just a rivalry match, like, and they still would be nailing it. They would still kill it. I'll say out of all those fights before, like it just doesn't beat this one. Like definitely, it just have a feel that it does deserve the spot that they did, and hopefully they continue to make matches like these, like main event worthy, juicy, like where it fits in the men's, women's, mid card, main event division. Like it doesn't matter as long as it's gonna send the crowd or the viewers watching at home be 100% satisfied on their entertainment of matches that should be on what side on the show, like from start to finish, like what spot on the show from start to finish. But anyways, we'll start off with Dakota Kai spearing onto Bianca Belair, trying for a right hand, right to the face, and like it may seem like that that Bianca Belair's kind of turning heel in a way, like especially with her still not sure if she should be forgiving Bayley, the same girl that put her through hell from the past 2 years, ever since she created Damage Control. But yeah, still she's technically a baby face, and the reason why she's fighting Damage Control is to have Naomi's back and not Bayley's back, Naomi's back and not Bayley's. But anyway, this is where we got Bianca Belair, then Snapmare, what's her name? Dakota Kai right into the upper left side. This is where she spear shoulder right into the gut. This is where then she hip tossed her right back to that corner. This is where she tried to charge and hit her with like a spearing move until Dakota Kai put her foot in her face and counter out of it. This we got her try to go for it again, but Dakota Kai then got up right onto the midsection, not in the mid rope, brought up her Phoenix, and this is where she tried to hit a roll up to try to get the win, where she did so, but unsuccessfully because the referee counted 1, referee counted 2, but Bianca Belair got up at 2 even. This is where then Bianca Belair did a counter into a wrist lock, and then this is where she hit a big suplex and then flip her right over. This is where then she hit her with a second suplex, and this is where she tried to go for a third time, doing like her own rolling version of her own rolling version of a Three Amigos, I guess you could say. But the third time, it seems like the Three Amigos is not really being that much appreciated in all of sports entertainment, because this is where Dakota Kai flipped her right out of it and counter out. This is where then we got Bianca. This is where Bianca Belair. This is where Dakota Kai flipped right over. This is where she got Bianca Belair right into the middle of the rope and did a bicycle knee strike, which made her flip right outside the ring. This is where she threw her right back in the ring with her having the advantage over the EST of WWE. Like by putting her in, and even putting her in a sleeper hold. And then this is where Bianca Belair managed to put her hit her back, hit her right with her back onto Dakota Kai right into the lower right corner side. This is where Bianca Belair got up in the standing suplex, finally making up for the botched her version of the Three Amigos onto Dakota Kai. This is where we got Dakota Kai recovering right into the upper right corner side. This is where we got This is where we got Bianca Belair doing the kip up. This is where then Bianca Belair they went right up on the upper right side. This is where she spears Dakota Kai right to that corner and start hitting her with those right hands right onto the face like she usually would do. With fans counting along with the EST. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And this one she got 11 because Dakota Kai pulled on her hair. Because just as Shayna Baszler, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks, which she's now on Mercedes Moné now, but yeah, ask them like what was it like of trying to pull on their hair for their disadvantages and see what their response would be and what's their answer, like most importantly. But anyways, this is where she got grab on her, but Bianca Belair did a moonsault. This is where Bianca Belair then hit a rolling face face plant right onto the Dakota Kai, right into the canvas. This is where she tried to charge at her, but she pushes her right into the ropes. This is where she picks up the captain, the former captain of Team Kick, whatever soccer team that is. This is where she slammed her repeatedly, continuing to do that right on her face. This is where we got Bianca Belair then go for a springboard moonsault maneuver, like doing her. Like at first, Dakota Kai moved out of the way, which she barely moved out of the way. This is where she started grabbing onto her ponytail, which she still haven't learned. Like that it's still not going to make it a disadvantage if you try to pull on the Bianca's hair. It's actually her advantage, and you're a disadvantage if you mess with her hair. That's the second thing that pisses her off more than somebody putting their hands on her face. And yeah, why don't you ask like many of her opponents that did that in the past, like from the likes of Becky to Tiffany Stratton, that like when they did that, like even though they shoved it, like or was it Sasha Banks that did it first and she learned that out the hard way? Either way, whatever it's her, Becky Lynch, like they learned out the hard way. But yeah, but she pulled her hair like forward, like right to the bottom left side. Bianca Belair did a forward cartwheel. She elbows Dakota Kai right up when she landed right onto the turnbuckle. Went for the double chicken wing right into the face, where she successfully hit right on the captain of Team Kick. This is where we got Bianca Belair going for a rolling springboard moonsault maneuver, which it worked the second time. And you know the rules. Like if your signature move doesn't work the first time, it's gonna be a guaranteed the second time, of course, which is on Rule 4003. But it's where she hit it. This is where she tried to go for a pin. Unfortunately, they got the 3, but it got a 2.6, I believe, chicken wing face buster again. Except this time, right on the team of the turnbuckle, right in the lower right side. But she gets countered and gets rolled into a wheelbarrow roll, a wheelbarrow rolling reversal, hitting her face first right onto the middle turnbuckle of the lower right side. This is where she tried to go for a pin, but this is where Dakota Kai only got a 2.8, getting away with a win. But Dakota Kai's like, no, and she used the rest of her remaining energy to get the shoulder up before trying to refuel her her stamina, I should say. And this is where Dakota Kai then started booting her right to the face, and this is where she started taunting her, which that was the smart idea. I mean, which that was not a smart idea, to make it more clear, even though I could have sworn I just already said that. And every time she started kicking her and pushing her right in the face, this is where until the final time when Bianca Belair grab onto her foot, swing it right back down, and hit her, and this is where Dakota Kai landed face first right onto the canvas. This is where she hit her with a double axe handle. This is where then Bianca Belair then picks on again, went right back into the forearm, right back in her face, until they start going back when they're cheering on Bianca, but she's still an over baby face, but she's slowly showing like a heelish side of her, just a little teaser, which we probably won't see more about that until anytime after the show of shows, which that's a little bit over a week from now. Anyway, this is where then fans start continuing to cheer on the EST and boo the girl that usually kicks people in the face, which I'm not sure if that's completely accurate, but this is where Dakota Kai hit the right forearm right into the face of Bianca, but Bianca bounced back on the right Belair, begged her to get back on what she did. So this is where Bianca started repeatedly hitting her forearms right into the face. This is where Dakota Kai tried to go for a bicycle kick. This is where she put it right back, but she turned back right around and hit a scorpion kick right into the head of the EST. This is where Dakota Kai did her signature move, or almost hit her signature move by running to the sideways, going right up to the right side, right, and then go back. Turning, doing a curve turn right to the upper part of the rope, and then go to the left and the upper left side turnbuckle corner. This is where she tried to go for a boot, but she missed her by an inch to the EST. This is where Bianca Belair took advantage, hit her with the KOD, tried to go for the KOD, but this is where Dakota Kai flips out of it by going right up on the middle ropes, not middle ropes. So I say the middle ropes. I mean the top ropes in the left-hand side, which she landed on the apron. This is where then they start playing wrestling tennis right to the ropes. This is where Bianca Belair tried to go for a suplex right off the top, but this is where Dakota Kai started countering, hit a right single axe handle right into Bianca's back, but she paid her back with one right into her back. This is where Bianca Belair didn't go right up on the top rope. This is where fans were chanting EST. This is where it kind of gave me some good flashbacks, from my first experience of going to a WWE house show with Bianca Belair fighting Bayley and defending her women's title at the time, which fans were chanting EST. And then she finally hit. Anyway, she hit a suplex right on the Kai, which when she went flat on the ground. This is where Bianca Belair hit a spear, which I'm not sure when's the last time she did hit one, but I believe her brother-in-law usually hits that move, which is Enzo Dawkins, but especially the way she does it, just like him. But anyway, this is where Bianca Belair finally got her into the KOD. Second time charm, 1, 2, 3. And your winner of this match, the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair. Also want to give her a big congratulations on her latest match of fighting Dakota Kai, and the girl that likes betraying her friends. If you don't know, if you're unaware, just ask Bayley, Raquel Rodriguez, and Tegan Knox that question. But anyways, this is when and odd up the evens until Naomi tried to do even the odds job, but she's still having the 2-on-3, all but one. All but one, she nearly even the odds, but she forgot one little detail. Yeah, it was 2-on-3 still. And the math was horribly wrong. And the numbers got the better of Naomi and Bianca Belair. But at first, it seemed like Naomi didn't even care that she got the math equation wrong, because she was taking on both the 100% recovered. She just started hitting Kyrie and Asuka back and forth, and then this is where Dakota Kai came from behind and attacked her, and then the numbers disadvantages were getting the better of them once again, until someone's music hit, which we're not sure who it was, and until she did make her appearance, which was Jade Cargill, except this time she was in her ring gear, when it turned looking like she's ready to fight either of them in the match, but it clearly wasn't a match. It was just the in-ring save by the former TBS champion. This is where Asuka tried charging to her. This is where Jade Cargill hit a big bicycle boot right into Asuka's way. This is where Dakota Kai tried to go for a kick ever hit in WWE, including Kevin Owens. But this is where we got Kyrie Sane tried to go for a sleeper right onto Jade, but Jade turned her around, hit a big Jade that I have ever seen she did to anybody, including Taya Valkyrie herself. That's the only if not what's her name, Nyla Rose. I'll say she's probably the biggest woman that I've ever seen her hit a jaded move onto her. But she did it onto the smallest woman that I've ever seen her do, even including someone like Riho if she faced her in that AEW. This is where did she pin her? Like if she just beat her in a match, when she teased that she could possibly fight her in action like one day. But this is where she had her like in her usual pin, like when she was in an undefeated streak, like in AEW, which she was counting like 1, 2, along with the fans saying one count, teasing like making a clear reference that she's gonna be exactly like her run in AEW, especially when she was the unbeatable TBS champion. And ladders. But let me know in the comments if this doesn't show this is leading up to like a potential 6-man tag match. Like I don't know what to tell you because this was indeed a teaser here that we could possibly see the 3 of Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane, and I'm not sure if Belair and Cargill and Naomi are gonna have either way, the only way not either way. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below on what you think. I'll say the only thing I could see them losing though, like if there's a fallout, because if they're gonna be teaming, I think they're gonna get a win. If this does clarify into some kind of a 6-woman tag match at the biggest show of the year, which I could see, I'll say maybe this could be at night 1, while night 2 could have Bailey and Io Sky like be on that night. I don't know. Let me know how y'all would book this if y'all were Triple H in the like if this match is gonna be a 6-woman tag match. We could see them be at night 1. Like then again, it could be night 2. It don't have to be anything special, like to be exact, but yeah, like either way, it's still going to be entertaining, and it's already looking very interesting. And tonight's match was already tremendously good. Like so, yeah. Like if that was very terrific, then imagine what could it be like in 8 or 9 days from now, whenever this match be. But yeah, tonight's SmackDown was very, very great. Like and yeah, it may not be a special episode, like, but yeah, but WWE still showing like it don't have to wait until a special occasion just to make SmackDown make a SmackDown or Raw episode the greatest episode that you has ever watched. But yeah, they weren't even trying to make it the greatest show, but they still made it. They still made it somewhat great. Like even though I would say the greatest, but it's somewhere like perhaps 3rd or 4th place, on my opinion. Like on my I'll say my little bingo card. Well, not my prediction bingo card, but my little outcome bingo card. Like how to rate it. Like if does it get 10? Does it get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars, or does it get not like a 7, 8, 9, or 10 out of 10, or whatever ratings I'll give it, like which it's usually stars. Like speaking of which, I'll give tonight's Friday Night SmackDown. I know I give it way too many times, but it's because both WWE and AEW have been killing it as of late. And that, if you haven't noticed, like which I would suggest you, suggest you, ladies and gentlemen, to check it out check out those episodes, like wherever it's streaming or Basic Box or wherever you get it from. Like I would suggest you watching back. Like I'll say at least like if y'all have a DVR to the set, and I'll say you have a DVR to set, watch the show, like whether if it's AEW Dynamite or Raw or SmackDown, wherever you want to watch. I'll suggest you watching this past week of the latest episodes of the show, and it's mostly very I'll say super terrifically fantastic. I'll say the best way to describe it, but But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the watching. If you did, please make sure to hit the big thumbs up button, subscribe, click the bell notification icon bell so you can be the first one to upload my latest videos. Upload my latest videos. Please make sure to check out my AEW Rampage review video next, which that's up next, and I'm gonna see you guys then. And yeah, stay tuned. Super Ninja Austin out for now.